Thomas, great to see you back in action last weekend. How are you feeling after the injury layoff?
Good, yeah. It's probably the most frustrating injury I've had in my whole career, really. With your shoulder or your knee, you can kind of hide it. You can if you've got a bad shoulder, you can sort of tackle with the other one, or with the knee, you can kind of strap it up. To have it right on the base of the foot is really frustrating. But I'm over it now, and just happy to be in training and hopefully involved on the weekend.
Obviously, that recovery went along. We saw you a couple of cameos in the British and Irish Cup and obviously again at the weekend. How was it feeling when you were going through that recovery process? Obviously you're eager as a player to get back into action as quickly as possible. Yeah,
it's fine. I think obviously as a player with injuries, it's kind of when you're involved in the game with adrenaline and things like that, then a lot of it you carry through anyway. It's just the feeling if it's not quite right. You can kind of get through with it, but I think in pre-season, especially after the Zebra game, I knew really it was at the point where I needed to have a layoff, and it's been alright. As soon as you play, you don't really feel it, but that's been alright. I haven't really had any of the symptoms I had previous, so it's all good.
We're heading now into a really busy festive period, obviously fighting on two fronts in both the Pro 12 and European Rugby Challenge Cup. What's the mood like in the camp as we go into the next 4 or 5 games?
Yeah, I think obviously the results haven't gone away, and I think more importantly really, the performances haven't been where we want to be. So I think if we can kind of look to play a little bit more positively and just to do the things that we do every day in training, I'm sure the performances will come, and we can I'll play with a smile on our face, and I'm sure the results will come after that really.
Munster suffered that defeat in their local derby with Connacht at the weekend. What can we expect from Munster coming to Rodney Parade on Sunday?
Well, that's probably the worst thing that can happen to us, really, to be honest. They're going to be, obviously looking to bounce back the vengeance, but yeah, it's a typical Munster team. They've got a strong kicking game, strong set piece, and they can play a bit as well. So all fronts really. So I think like I said, to be fair, we've worried more about ourselves this week, because I think we perhaps worried about other teams as players, a bit much. So no, I think if we look after ourselves, then I'm sure we'll be fine.
It was a difficult night up in Edinburgh. What needs to change to reverse those fortunes and get a much needed win on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it was quite a difficult night. I think we sort of, as a team really, we were quite naive, and we kicked really when we maybe shouldn't have, and we ran when we kind of shouldn't have, and as a forward pack we kind of drove, and just the options really, the things we do every day in training, we're not doing on the field, and I think that needs to come through more. I think it must be frustrating for all of us really, but I'm sure if we can sort of take the things onto the field that we do in training, I'm sure the performance will come and then the result will come.
Thomas, I know you've got a school play to go to. It's great seeing you back in action. I'll see you at the weekend.
Thank you.